Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I know a lot of fragrances. People buy them for the scent. They don't really care about the bottles. But with a lot of Middle Eastern fragrances, I know one thing's for sure. Some of those bottles are so ugly, but some of those bottles are beautiful. And in this video, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Middle Eastern fragrance clones that I cannot store these in just my drawer. I have to store these for display purposes because the bottles are so beautiful. And also the scents are amazing. I'm not going to really go too much into the notes, but I am going to let you know what it's cloning. If I don't know what it's cloning, then I'm just going to skip past that part and then talk a little bit more about the notes for those. But without further ado, roll that beautiful beam footage. Okay, so like I said, I have 9 fragrances that the presentation is just amazing. So anyway, before I get started, you know who this is. Davinci the poet, James Darnell. I do poetry and sim reviews. If you like that type of content, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, and tell a friend to tell a friend's mother, father, sister, brother, cousin that Davinci the poet does poetry and sim reviews. Okay, so in no particular order, we're gonna go through these fragrances very quickly because I don't want to take up too much of your time, so that you can go ahead and if you like these, if you like what it's cloning, if you like the presentation, then you can go ahead and buy these. Your Middle Eastern fragrance stores, sometimes a little boost in the mall might sell a couple of these, but for the most part, you can get these online. And for some of these, I'll even let you know where you can get them at your rack stores, because some of these are now readily available at your Burlingtons, at your Marshalls, and at your TJ Maxx. Ross Dress for Less, I'll put that on the back burner because they don't really carry Middle Eastern fragrance dupes at the moment. And my Ross has been kind of the worst out of all of them. I haven't really found too many fragrances at Ross Dress for Less, but I'm starting to find more of these Middle Eastern fragrances now at Burlington as they are starting to kind of get their stock up. I have found a few at Marshalls and TJ Maxx, but not that many. So first one's first. If you like Tom Ford's private blend, if you like their bottles and things like that, then Fragrance World definitely doesn't shy back. Well, a lot of companies don't shy back. Maison Alhambra, Fragrance World, Milestone, they all pretty much copy Tom Ford's bottles. But even at this point, Fragrance World is even copying the box. This is one of my favorite Tom Ford fragrances, which is Ebony Fume. And this is Ebony Fume from the house of Fragrance World. Take that off. It looks exactly like the Tom Ford. Sits beautifully in this box. This is a good date night fragrance, a good dressy fragrance. This is incense heavy. Some people say this smells like the inside of a church, like a Catholic church or something like that, but it is overall a beautiful scent. You want to find out more about this scent, definitely search this online. I will post all of these fragrances down in the description so that you can be able to check them out. But this is from the house of Fragrance World. It is Ebony Fume. Now I'm going to let you know the rest of them are pretty much Lattafa fragrances because Lattafa does have like the best presentation. So I'm gonna just let you know the rest of them are Lattafa. So this one right here is Oud. It is rose. It is caramel. It is just beautiful. This is another sexy date night dress up fragrance. Shout out to my boy Goldie Smell Good. He always raves about this fragrance, and then I finally got it after I seen him rave about it way too many times. But this is from the house of Lattafa. This is Oud Mood. It's not really focusing that good. Let me see if I can get it to focus. There we go. Oops. And now it's out of focus. There we go. that's neither here nor there. But this one, like I said, it's very sweet. It has oud, it has rose, it has caramel. So don't think of this as your typical oud rose combination, because it is not. So if you have things like oud satin, or if you have Shaheen oud in the gold bottle, or fragrances like that, this is not going to smell exactly like that. It's going to be similar, but it does have that added caramel note that makes it different. And this is just sexy. These are compliment getters. And I'm gonna let you know, I did get the Ebony Fume. I did get that one online. And with this one, I did get this from one of my local Middle Eastern fragrance shops, which I always rave about, and that's Sensational Scents. So there's 2 so far. But this is from the house of Lattafa. It is Oud Mood. Okay, this next one is one I had to get online as well. I ordered a decant of both of the flankers, and I fell in love with the gold because the silver was just another Qaaed Vintage dupe. I did not want to get another Qaaed Vintage dupe. This is fruity, this is woody, this is unisex. A lot of people say this leans feminine, but I think this leans masculine as well. And this is from the house of Lattafa. It is Shaheen Gold. Some people say this smells like Herba Pura. I have plenty of Herba Pura clones from the house of Zerzov. I don't think this smells anything like Herba Pura. This smells like liquid gold. It is beautiful. Shout out to my boy D4G, Destined for Greatness. He raves about this fragrance a lot, and rightfully so. This is beautiful stuff. This is definitely something that you should get. This is going to cost you probably sub $30, as each one of these is going to cost sub $30 so far. I think all of these actually, yeah, all of these are sub $30. So this is from the house of Lattafa as well. It is Shaheen Gold. The next one, this one right here, is the one that I raved about when I first bought it, because I went to Walmart. I was grocery shopping, and a mother and her daughter actually stopped me dead in my tracks and started a conversation with me because they said, "Oh my God, what are you wearing?" And the daughter was only 4. So I was shockingly surprised that she even knew what fragrances even smelled like. And she said, yeah, she's like, "You smell good." And then she talked about how she's going to kindergarten and telling her whole life story. But this one right here is from the house of Lattafa. It is Al Noble Wazeer. And if you see, the L's kind of falling off a little bit, but that's okay. And if you notice the top, I had to glue the top back on, and it's sticking out. The little black part is sticking out a little bit because that's the only way that it actually works. This one has a little bit of iris in it. It's a little bit woody, a little bit sweet, and it kind of actually reminds me of a brown type of scent based on the actual bottle. It is definitely a compliment getter because, like I said, when I wear it, I do get compliments. Weird presentation, but at the same time, still noble of putting it for display, because you can't just hide this. I mean, with the, looks like deer or moose head or whatever, you can't hide this. So this is from the house of Lattafa. It is Al Noble Wazeer. I'm gonna go through this one fairly quickly because it's the exact same presentation as the previous. This one right here is a clone of Oud for Happiness from the house of Inicio. And this one is Al Noble Sapphire. The only difference is the name and the fact that it's green. This is beautiful. This is like a velvety type scent. I don't know how to really describe it other than that. Like, this comes in a velvet bottle, but it is actually like a velvet presentation. I don't really get the oud, but I do get a strong green scent that you can actually dress up. I would say you can even wear this one year round, even though it's a green scent. I think this is beautiful. This one right here definitely is another compliment puller. And this is from the house of Lattafa. It is Al Noble Sapphire. This one right here is my birthday present that my wife actually bought for me, again from Sensational Scents. I haven't been saying where I got these from because they've all been Sensational Scents. The Al Noble collection, Sensational Scents. The Oud Mood, Sensational Scents. And then the other two I did get online. The Shaheen Gold and the Ebony Fume Ebony Fume. I did get those online. But this one is another one from Sensational Scents. This one is Qaaed Intense. Open that up, and this is what it looks like. It sits beautifully in this round container. And this one right here is a clone of the Dior Homme Parfum, Dior Homme Intense kind of line. A lot of people say this is more of Davinci Gentleman Reserve Privé, and I do get that. So it does have that boozy effect along with the iris. It's a little woody, not really sweet, but this is a beautiful scent. Definitely a compliment puller. Really good for the colder weather, but you can get away with this in a little bit warmer weather, but not when it's overly hot. And it's just amazing. So this one is from the house of Lattafa. It is Qaaed Intense. So if you like the Valentino Omo line, especially the Born in Roma line, then you can get this one definitely for cheap. This one right here is a clone of Valentino Omo's Born in Roma Coral Fantasy. That's probably my favorite in the Born in Roma line. I just love the way it smells. It's a little bit fruity. It's a little bit powdery, but it's just an amazing scent. Oh my goodness. And this one right here is from the house of Lattafa. It is Jasoor. The only thing I don't like about this presentation is when you actually take off the cap. I think it is super ugly. Let me actually take it out of the box. But the juice is beautiful. I actually just went to Great American Cookie. My wife wanted some cookies, and a girl just said that she had smelt my scent. And actually the next scent that I am going to show is the scent that I was wearing. Everybody was raving about how good it smells. And then the girl was like, man, I just bought a fragrance for my boyfriend. She had just bought him, I think Versace Dylan Blue. And then she's like, I bought him another scent. And when she described it, I said, oh my goodness, that's Valentino Omo Born in Roma Coral Fantasy. And I said, man, I could have got you that scent for like 20 bucks. And it was this one that I was talking about. And she was so disappointed because she said it wasn't about the fact that it was a Valentino fragrance. It was the fact that she liked the way it smelled and he liked the way it smelled. And if something projected and lasted and smelled just like the Valentino fragrance, she would have bought it for 20 bucks. But that's what this is. This is Jasoor. Okay, so the next one, this is the one that I was wearing. I just got this one recently. This is a clone by Kilian's Angel's Hair. I just did a full length review on this one, so I'm not gonna go over this one in detail, but it is Khamarah. This is so beautiful. It looks like a drink that you would get from a bar or something like that. This actually, people have been saying, is a better presentation than Angel's Hair. The bottle is just so amazing. It looks like you want to just take this and drink it and be fancy, but it's just amazing. They have a mirror in the background, so when you put it in there, if you can see, it kind of reflects. Beautiful presentation. So I'm gonna conclude this one, but this is from the house of Lattafa. It is Khamarah. And last but not least, if you like Grand Tour from the house of Mason Francis Kirkjohn, then you'll love this one. This is another one from the Lattafa Pride. I think I've only had two from the Lattafa Pride collection, which is Shaheen Gold and this one. And since I already said what it's cloning, you probably know what it is since it is from the Lattafa Pride. But this is Lattafa Pride's Eternal Oud. This is so beautiful. It sits in this plastic. I know a lot of people say when they get theirs in, the plastic is already damaged, so then they usually just take it out and display it like this because they don't want to show a cracked piece of plastic. But fortunately, My plastic came perfect. It's a little dirty, if you can see. Yeah, it's a little dirty right now, but at least the plastic is not damaged. This smells exactly like Grand Soir, that amber-based scent with a little bit of oud in there, but heavy on the amber, so that's what you're really getting throughout this fragrance. It is amazing. I love it. The presentation is amazing. All of these project beast mode, and you just can't go wrong. So this is from the house of Lattafa, the Lattafa Pride collection. It is Eternal Oud. Okay, so that was a quick overview of 9 Middle Eastern clones that actually have really good presentations that I do not store without showing them off. I put them on top of my dresser drawer so that when people see them, they say, oh my God, these fragrances look beautiful. These are all sub $30. I think the most expensive one was the Khamarah, which I paid like $34, but you can actually get that online for cheaper. I just got it from Burlington because I saw that Burlington was now really amping up their Lattafa fragrances, you know, so I got it for the convenience of having it right now. And I actually think that Qaaed Intense might have cost probably around that same mark too, and that was because I got that one from Sensational Scents and I was able to buy it right then and there without having to order it. But besides that, these, like I said, these are the 9 fragrances. I hope you enjoyed this video. I appreciate you staying until the end. And like I always say, tell a friend to tell a friend, mother, father, sister, brother, cousin that need Davinci the Poet, does poetry and sim reviews. I'm out. Salute, peace, and as I always say, God bless.